Well, today is a great example to everyone why you can't time the market. We've seen a lot of, red days, everything bad, EVs crushing, everything terrible, all the tech plays and, speculative plays got crashed. And today, suddenly, within a few hours, kaboom, super green day. I think my portfolio is up around 4%, which actually might suggest it is a bit too speculative because the biggest jump we've seen in mostly pretty speculative stocks. The king of the stocks that we've been talking lately that I mentioned at the stocks to look at the beginning of the week is ChargePoint. ChargePoint now in the last hour or so dropping a bit, but up 15.7%, and I think that was around 20 at some point during the day, which is crazy. NEO, not as great as some other stocks, but still 1.5 for the day. Unity 2.9, again was a bit higher before, now we're losing some momentum, but that makes sense, still a great day. And Wix up 3.5 basically. So the one stock that is not doing so great is CTRM, which is a shame because this is a speculative play and this is one of my favorite stocks, as you all know. So if you've been following the channel, I am very bullish on this company and I want to talk about what happened here and basically what's happening with CTRM and their latest earnings report, which came out yesterday. In case all that sounds fun, / you're new to the channel, I am not a professional investor or financial advisor. I am a CEO of a gaming company and I'm here to make my investing more fun, to learn from you guys, to maybe teach someone something and make this journey fun. If this does sound fun, would appreciate it a lot if you like, subscribe, hit bell, everything that YouTube lets you do. This helps with the algorithms. Alright, so plus it's a green day, you should all be happy. So, good mood. Woohoo! We deserve that after the past 2 weeks or so. So CTRM, and now I'm gonna destroy all the good mood with, the one stock that did not do so well today. They released an earnings report and I wanna go through it pretty quickly. Don't wanna go into too much detail, but before that, what would we expect knowing all the things we know about the company? If you don't know about it, basically it's a shipping company. They've been using the pandemic that kinda hammered this industry in general, and they've been doing something smart and using money they had to buy basically ships from other companies that didn't do so well or were going under or whatever, and they doubled their fleet. I think they went from 6 or 7 vessels suddenly to 13 or 14. If you go on their website, you'll see like every month, new vessel acquired, new vessel acquired, new vessel arrived. So given that, what I would expect is actually a pretty big loss on this year, because obviously they've been using their money to do that. And let's see what the earnings report says. So bear in mind, this report is for Q4 of 2020, and that's when they were buying most of those stuff. So revenue net 4.4 million for the 3 months ended December 2020 compared to 2.8 on 2019. Okay, that's pretty good. Net loss or income, net loss of 0.8 million for the 3 months ended 2020 compared to an income of 0.5 million at the 3 months of 2019. Loss / earnings per share, 0.01 loss per share in this year versus an earning of 0.20 at 2019. Basically, I have to say this, on one hand, like, some people will read it and go like, hey, this is not an amazing earnings report. I'm not gonna go over the whole thing because pretty long, but this is the gist of it. If you want me to do a more detailed video, let me know in the comments. I'm happy to do that. But I kind of want to, keep it short and put all the information and my thoughts quickly. So basically, if you don't know about this company a lot, you would probably read this and go like, not so amazing, like they started losing money, before that they were making money, and not as great as we expected. That being said, given the fact that they doubled their fleet, I would expect a much bigger loss. Now I will go into the CEO shoes for a second here. Let's assume that doubling your fleet for a company like this is the same as doubling our development team for our company. So taking a year where I doubled the team or doubled the amount of projects that we're doing, which is kind of the equivalent in gaming, or the best equivalent I can think of, is insane. I would not expect our company to be profitable during that year, and that's fine. You know what I mean? Like if the company has enough money to sustain itself during that time, and that this profit is gonna come, and we can assume that because pandemic is gonna be over at some point. We can argue if it's the next few months, if it's the next 2 years, but at some point it will be over, and it's looking good. By the way, for those who don't know, I'm from Israel. Corona is pretty much over here. We're all vaccinated, and if the world will keep going the same way we do, everything should get back to normal. Here, everything got back to normal. I don't know if you're following the news, but seriously, everything is normal here, which happened really fast. So hopefully the rest of the world follows that. And then, a double fleet, meaning double the money, right? Or double the income. Obviously your expenses grow as well, and but if they were profitable with 6-7 vessels, they will be a lot more profitable with 13-14, or however much they're planning to buy. So they've been managing this pandemic pretty well in my mind. This is exactly what I would expect to see in this report, and actually I would expect the losses to be bigger than they are, kind of looking at the numbers. Their PE ratio is still great as far as what we know. So reading all that, I'm still very bullish on it. All that being said, this did drop a bit, and one of the stocks that didn't recover, even though if we look at the last 5 days, they're it seems that they're over with the low that they had, and they're up 7% on the week already, which is pretty good. But still, if we look at a month, it's minus 25%, which is a lot, but also compared to up 410% over the past 6 months. I think this is a bit of an overreaction, because this report is better than you should have expected if you actually know what the company's doing and you've been following the numbers. That's my personal opinion, and of course I might be wrong. If I am, tell me in the comments. So I am actually thinking about buying more of this. I think this is a great price. I haven't decided yet, and also, as I told you before, I kind of went all in because I was pretty sure that we're at the bottom of this. It looks like I was right about that, so I'm happy. And I am now I'll need to sell something in order to buy more of that. So I'm looking for what to sell, and I can't decide yet. I will update what what conclusions I get to, but also feel free to talk about that in the comments. But I'm seriously thinking to take one of the stocks that did super well today and yesterday, in which I already made a profit, sell that, and make my position bigger in CTRM. Considering that, we'll update, but this is my personal view on the matter. The earnings report is not amazing, but we couldn't have expected it to be. It's better than I personally expected, so I think the stock is still looking very good. And I guess time will tell if I'm right or wrong. I said that in 12 months this can do pretty great, and in 1 to 2 years this can get to $2. I still think that's the case. So I hope that helped. And yeah, as always, like, subscribe, YouTube, be happy. We have a happy day. We needed this one for so long. So I will see you in the next video, which will hopefully be as happy as this one. All right, everyone, cheers.